again.
Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to the Fashion Forward show, reaching you on Aleeftv from the fashion capital of Nigeria, Lagos. My name is Hauwa Liman, but I will not be doing this alone. I have with me in the house a sister and a friend.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Hadrat Abolade.
Later on, we will be joined by Teslimat from the United Kingdom. In the meantime, we'll take a very short break. We will be right back. Welcome back, viewers. We're now going on to the main topic of our discussion today, which is the rise of modest fashion globally. Gone are the days when a lady dressed in a maxi skirt, a gypsy skirt, a long A-shaped skirt matched with a plus-size top and a veil being termed as a fashion disaster. In this day and age, she's simply been referred to as being covered and chic. Hadrat, the fast rate at which modest fashion is rising globally, what do you think is responsible for this?
I think modest fashion is one of the fastest growing consumer markets in the world now. And top designers like H&M, Nike are really embracing the theme, which is affecting the life of Muslim girls positively, because when top brands actually are embracing this theme, it makes us want to strive more. Okay, I need to get this and I need to get that.
Yes, can you attribute it, let's say, to the rising influence of the younger generation of being able to break the norm, to break the stereotypes and change the narrative? Because when you look at the likes of Ibtihaj Muhammad being the first American to contest in an Olympic with her hijab, Halima Eden that was able to, come out in a fashion pageant with her hijab and still went as far as the semi-finals. Yeah. Can you say that it's like the ability of the younger generation to now say, yes, it's possible for me to be a Muslimah and be stylish and be elegant and be classy at the same time?
Yes, definitely, because young girls are having bloggers, YouTubers and the likes as their role model, because, okay, they are doing so well in the industry, and even modest fashion is going into a mainstream industry now.
I think also the rise is really amazing, because we have modest fashion designers now being able to take their creative designs to international runways, biggest runways you can think of,
yes,
like the likes of the New York Fashion Week, the London Fashion Week, the Milan and the likes. You also have carefully crafted exclusive modest fashion shows and events that showcase the talents that we have in the modest
industry.
Yes, in the modest, which I think is also grabbing the attention of high-end international designers that are also diving into the potentials in that market, because you have, as you mentioned, the likes of Dolce & Gabbana, DKNY, H&M. I also saw this UK blogger, Dina, whereby she was being able to partner with H&M in one of their productions. So definitely there's a huge potential in that market, which every entrepreneur that is strategic and wants to improve and upskill their business will have to tap into that growing market.
Yes. Coming out to Nigeria as a case study, we are really going into the market as well, because due to statistics, we have over 200 modest brands in Nigeria presently, and they are working towards, we have a modest brand showcase during Lagos Fashion and Design Week, and we have other people as well. Through their creativity, they've done really cool and awesome collections, and I think we are really, really growing.
I also feel that African fashion designers in general, I would say the modest fashion designers need to come together and project Afrocentric modest fashion. Yes. Modest fashion is, because when you look at it, it's like Afrocentric modest fashion is not represented on the global fashion map, because when you look at the recent fashion shows that took place in Istanbul, the one in Dubai, the one in London, from Tokyo to Toronto, we have modest fashion weeks, but I'm yet to see an African modest fashion designer showcase her design. What can you attribute to this I think lack of visibility of African brands out there? Yes,
I think most brands have not been able to come out of their niche and do creative things. Most brands are restricting their brands to a regular
market size.
Yes, and I feel we need to go beyond that. We need to start seeing creativity.
We will now be joined by Teslimat, who is in the UK. Teslimat, Hadrat and I have been discussing the rise of modest fashion. Can we have a feel of what's the trend now as regards modest fashion in the UK?
The global modest fashion market is set to worth over hundreds of billions and is fast growing more and more rapidly. According to the Global Islamic Economy Report, the Muslim fashion spend alone in the UK is estimated to reach over £226 billion by the year 2020. These figures alone shows that the modest fashion is growing rapidly more and more and is becoming well acceptable worldwide and is definitely here to stay for good. We are beginning to see a lot of brands, both high streets, high-end, known and new brands even, creating very beautiful and stylish modest wears for modest wearers, both Muslims and non-Muslims. Yes, we have a lot of Muslim wearers in the fashion industry, but you'll be surprised to see a lot of non-Muslims opting now for modest wears because it's becoming more acceptable and it's becoming like a fashion trend now. I personally won't take it as an offense that we're getting to see a lot of non-Muslims wearing modest wears. I'd rather see it as a good thing for we Muslims and as a compliment for we Muslims, showing that we are creating examples, we're creating good examples, good fashion examples to non-Muslims to let them know that you don't have to clad yourself in very short, revealing wears. You could always wear modest clothes and still look and feel good. This huge demand of modest fashion wears is pushing the fashion industry positively to think more about modest fashion wearers by making the fashion designers and fashion creators create more beautiful fashion modest clothes for we Muslims and non-Muslims. During the last London Fashion Week, we got to see a lot of amazing, beautiful fashion pieces modestly created by these top fashion designers. This is a lot in the current fashion industry and it shows the acceptance of modest fashion in the current global fashion industry. We now also get to see a lot of top celebrities wearing a lot of big outfits, layered tops, covering outfits that covers most of their body. All these, I think, are also forms of modest fashion. The global acceptance of modest fashion is making all fashion lovers more aware of what they are putting on their body and is also creating a better understanding of how to style their outfits in a much more modest way.
Thank you very much, Teslimat, for that insight. It's really interesting seeing how fashion bloggers, modest fashion designers, and fashion influencers are all taking modest fashion to the next level globally.
Sheikh Moza bin Nasser is still in the spotlight today on the Fashion Icon segment. Meet a royal highness, the quintessential wife of the erstwhile Emir of Qatar. Her husband recently stepped down to permit the couple's eldest son to begin his reign. Though she maintains many of the traditional fashion choices of Arab women, notably the hijab, she has always placed well on the list of international best-dressed women. Her modest style hasn't stopped her from being recognized as a true fashion icon, especially among Arab first ladies and even in the Western world. She has even been featured in the list for international best-dressed women. The elegant royal definitely lets the modest woman in her shine on all fronts. Moza has maintained an impeccable figure throughout her life, especially notable considering she has had 7 children. Her opulent and timelessly elegant fashion choices are both bold and glamorous, yet modern and balanced. Never afraid to flaunt flowing colors and bold, yet refined makeup, Sheikha Moza of Qatar is indeed a fashion icon among Arab women. Sheikha Moza does not just have an eye for exotic style, she has a heart for kids and the poor all around the world. Apart from serving goals in her fashion and marriage, her works and contributions in charity and humanitarian exploits speak for themselves. Long live the Queen. There you have it, guys. Next week on this segment, you know there's so much more to look forward to, so keep a date with us. Salam.
Welcome back, guys. If you're just joining us, it's still your favorite show, the Fashion Forward Show. And Hadrat, Teslimat, and I have been discussing the rise of modest fashion globally. if you're just joining, you've not missed. Back to our discussion, modest fashion is really having a moment in the global fashion scene. And gradually, modest fashion designers have been able to carve a niche for themselves on the global fashion map. When you look at the way and manner in which international brands are re-strategizing to meet the appeal, the style, and the habits of the large consumers in the modest market. Looking at Nigeria as a case study, we have lots and lots of franchise owners of global fashion brands. When you look at it from the modest perspective, we have so many franchise owners importing modest fashion wares from other countries. Do you think there's a need for modest fashion designers in Nigeria to up their games to meet up the quality? Because most of the time you find out that people prefer to buy from these franchise owners instead of patronizing locally made modest outfit. Do you feel we need to up our game to meet the international standard of production?
Yes, definitely, because from the choice of fabric, which is quality, to the design, we need to go beyond making just anyhow clothes. We need to upgrade into making designs that are unique. I feel modest brands in Nigeria need to work on themselves, like go for workshop and read online.
We need to develop modest fashion designers. We need to invest in developing themselves, getting the right skills to produce the desired outfit, looking at the high taste of Nigerians in terms of quality outfit. They don't mind investing, no matter how much it is, in as much as the fabric is excellent, the cut is top-notch, and the finishing is also excellent. I'm also a fashion designer, so I have to up my game and produce in a standardized way in order to appeal to more market. Okay, we've been discussing so much in terms of the rise of modest fashion globally. At the same time, one interesting thing that excites me is the way in which various ethnic nationalities bring about their own fashion aesthetics to the scene, because you have like the Arabian taste, you have the Turkish feel, you have the Jordanian designs, you know, and the Palestinians also. They're also creating distinctive pieces that comes with their own aesthetics. So I feel we also have what it takes to, because we have excellent prints, we have unique, like the Adire. Why can't we infuse it, you understand, into our own fashion aesthetics? It's something that is out of Africa and something that is appealing, something that can attract, you know, the market for us. So I feel there's a need for us to up our game in terms of projecting and promoting our own brands to show that they are positioned on the global fashion map.
I think one of the challenges we are having is, size guide, because most people find it's so hard in Nigeria to walk into a store and get in a ready-made outfit, which is a Nigerian made. So I think modest brands in Nigeria need to up their game.
I think because yes, I agree with you, because in most cases you find out that what fits on the globalized standard size chart, you find out that it doesn't fit. Maybe you have to add some inches or you have to minus. In a nutshell, what you're trying to say is that we need to have like a standardized size chart that fits the body of a Nigerian lady. So definitely, I think it's something that we need to talk to the relevant authorities in terms of those that have what it takes to make this a reality as far as the business of fashion is concerned in Nigeria. They need to come up with something that is going to guide fashion designers to get it right.
At the same time, I feel there should be an opportunity, probably like a mall, where the only thing you get there is halal products, like modest brands stocking their products, their wares, where I can just enter into a store and get my abaya, African print abaya, in my own size, rather than waiting. This Ankara abaya I'm wearing, I find it so hard. I've checked online on where I can get an abaya that is made from African print, but I couldn't get, so I had to go to the market, buy this African print myself, and had to give it to a tailor to sew for me. So it's really a bad one if we can get a marketplace where we can shop ready-made.
Yeah, definitely it's something that we really need to look into, because for me personally, I love the abaya because I keep investing my money into buying them, and it's difficult for me to find the one that fits and get the right designs that is not also so
come on.
expensive, you
Yes.
understand? So I feel I had to improvise. I had to start like getting my own abayas made, and along the line I can see that was what started my own journey into fashion designing as an entrepreneur. We've been having an interesting conversation. Teslima, what's your take on this?
The interesting fact is that social media like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, even YouTube are playing a huge role in the global acceptance. It's on these social medias we get to see a lot of fashion bloggers and style influencers wearing a lot of beautiful modest wears, taking pictures of these modest wears and posting it on their social media platforms, which in turn are loved by their thousands, millions, hundreds of followers, who also get encouraged to also want to wear such beautiful modest outfits. Fashion designers or fashion creators are now tapping into this love of fashion blogging by these fashion bloggers and style influencers. They begin to start allowing these fashion bloggers to promote their outfits so that their millions and hundreds and thousands of followers can get to see their brands and can get to buy from them. All this put together increases the growth of modest fashion in the global fashion industry.
Thank you very much, Teslima. What a beautiful contribution. Hadrat.
Okay, so I believe it's the dawn of a new fashion age, and it is called modest wear. I can get a skirt from Zara, and I can get a flowing gown from Mango and combine and wear a modest outfit.
Definitely, it's come to stay. It's not something that it's that much new as people think. It's something that has been there, but it's just that it's been untapped. And presently, because of the rise in IT, the information technology age, we've been able to leverage and make use of the available resources to take it to global level. It's something that it's really interesting to see that international brands are also taking the lead in tapping into the huge potential that is available in this segment. They've been able to re-strategize and work according to the demands, according to the habits, according to the likes of the modest segment of the market. It's been an amazing experience for me, looking at the fact that you can walk into various stores today and have something that will serve what you're looking for. Various demographics are being represented. If you're a working class woman, if you're a student, any type of segment that you belong into, you have something that takes care of your needs and your demands. It's been an amazing time here discussing the rise of modest fashion. I'm sure you must have had so much fun as we did. And remember, we're not done yet.
Welcome to the Style Tips segment. Today, we will take on the monochrome outfits, plus tips on how to rock them. To most people, monochrome means black and white combination, but this trend is also about wearing one color shades in a single outfit. The monochrome is a trend which is quite tricky to pull, and that's why we're here to bring you tips on how to rock this all type of seasons trend. Tip number 1. For the newbies, stick to the black and white combination before you embrace colored monochrome. Tip 2. Select a shade that best suits you. Before you take that stylish step wearing a monochrome, you need to be sure it suits you. The selected shade should complement your skin tone. Tip 3. Blend with your body shape. Black helps to make you look slim, so most of the time, it should be worn in areas where you want to appear slim. If you have a heavy bottom, it is preferable to wear white on top while black at the bottom to reduce attention. Tip number 4. Plain is a no-no. Do not wear a white button-down shirt plus black pants, leaving out accessories. That would not be chic. Everyone would probably think you are an undergraduate of the law school. Tip number 5. A hint of color won't hurt. You can add a hint of color to your black-white attire. Bright colors like red, yellow, sea green, and orange are spot on. Tip number 6. Use shades of gray. This is another way to soften the harshness that black and whites can sometimes have on your coloring. Gray is a subtle blend of the two shades, so it works with them. Tip number 7. You can combine different styles and textures. It can be in lots of varieties, ranging from ruffles to pleats to drapes or even lace. Tip number 8. Shoes. They are a factor and can actually enhance your monochrome look. Tip number 9. Monochrome can make you look taller. For ladies who are not so tall, wearing monochrome most times helps to create the illusion of a tall person. That's a secret. So ladies, there you have it. There to spice up your style with monochrome. It's simple and great on everyone. Bye.
It's time to say our final bye-bye from the two of us.
From the three of
From
us.
the three of us. See you again next time.
Assalamu alaikum.
Trendy just got fun and easy. I remember SSC, modest and trendy. It's your claim. Fashion forward, up your game. Fashion forward, up your game.